All right, I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time to speak with me today and joining this call. Today, my name is Matt Highbar, and I'm a channel manager, and we also have Rachel Windsor on the call. She's also a channel manager. She'll be helping us out along with the demo and showing you what our solution is all about. Rachel, thanks a lot for taking the time to join the call today.
Thanks, Matt.
Mhm. So you guys are interested in looking at phone systems, and really appreciate you looking at someone like RingCentral. Our goal for today is to have you a clear understanding of our RingCentral solution, what our solution's all about, and also understand why we are the market leader. We'll go in depth on why people choose RingCentral. We'll go through the soft phone, and then we'll also show you our user interface online to give you a better feel of the whole solution. Do keep in mind that we do cater to a lot of industries, a lot of verticals, and there's a lot that we can show with our RingCentral solution. Just for today, we want to get you a good understanding of what RingCentral is all about, a general overview of the solution. Just know there's a lot more we can always dive in on later, and whenever you guys have any questions or concerns, we definitely can answer those for you. So with that, we'll go ahead and get the ball rolling here. I'm going to share my screen, and we are using RingCentral meetings right now. That does come included with any of our office plans. So you would have access to being able to do screen sharing, video conferencing, audio conferencing, and it's really easy to use. So we'll go ahead and I'll share my screen here. It's a little PowerPoint slide here. Perfect. All right. So I want to talk about why people choose RingCentral and our story. So we have over 300,000 business customers. Honestly, we're probably getting closer to 350,000. And then we have about 1,500 employees, and of those, about 2/3 of them are customer-facing, sales, support, implementation. We're really focused on delivering a high-quality product and also delivering high-quality service. We've had over 8 years of innovation. We were founded in 2002. And then we've been continuing to update our products, innovate. We do come out with releases every 6 to 8 weeks, so you're always getting the latest and greatest. And what's the greatest thing about being on a cloud-based solution is that you don't have to worry about upgrading hardware. Everything's getting pushed out on the cloud, online. So you're always going to be getting the latest and greatest at no additional cost. We are publicly traded. We did go public in October of 2013. We're on the New York Stock Exchange. We do have over 30 countries that we cover, and then we also are on the Gartner Magic Quadrant as a visionary leader. So why people choose RingCentral? There's 5 words that come to mind when people choose RingCentral. Would be ease of use, scalability, mobility, reliability, and then multiple locations. So with regards to like ease of use, when we're showing you the demonstration, you're going to see how easy it is to make changes, add users. We want to make sure you're self-sufficient. You don't have to call someone, have someone come on site if you need to make changes. So the ease of use is huge, especially for companies that are startups that are growing, changing. They're always need being adaptable. This is something that a lot of up and coming businesses love. Also, it's something that's scalable. You need to add additional phones. You don't have, and then it's really easy to do that. You don't have to worry about purchasing additional lines, hardware, equipment, other than just like a desk phone. But you always can utilize the soft phone application as well, which brings to the mobility portion. You're going to be able to make those changes on your mobile application, receive and make calls from there. So you can be making those calls from the mobile phone where it's showing up that you're calling your business number, it's not your personal number. But there's a lot of capabilities you can take advantage of on the mobility side. And then probably one of the most important parts would be the reliability. Obviously, phones being up and running is extremely important for you guys. So we do operate at 4 nines, and we do have an SLA for that. And we a lot of times are actually at 5 nines, so we're always continuously up and running. We are actually resold by British Telecommunications, TELUS, and AT&T. Does speak to our reliability and security. Those guys did put us in significant audits to make sure we can handle the volume of minutes and the uptime, and we were able to pass those audits. And then also anytime like with a cloud-based solution like us, anytime power goes down, internet goes down, your phone numbers are always available to be called on because it's on the cloud. And so you're not having to worry about getting a busy signal. You can always make those changes on the fly from a mobile app or a remote location if you need to. And then lastly would be the multiple location. If you know, as people start continuously more working from home more and more, or working in the field, the multiple location aspect is very beneficial. It's going to be continue to be more and more in demand as that happens. So really that's kind of the general idea of what RingCentral is all about. What I do want to do now is show you our RingCentral soft phone. It's my favorite portion of our solution. I love using it every day. So let me go ahead and stop sharing and actually share that screen. So hang on just a second. All right. So what you're seeing on here is on my desk phone, I'm sorry, on my desktop, on my computer. But what you're seeing is actually the exact same on the mobile phone. So it looks exactly the same here. The numbers and everything's all the same. So if you want to make a call, you can do this right from the application here. All you have to do is just type it in, and then when you start calling, you're going to have a lot of the functionality of a traditional business system. So even if you're calling from your mobile app on the phone, you're going to be able to put someone on hold. You can transfer someone. You can flip it over to, let's say, like your cell phone, or if I'm in the office right now and I want to flip this over to my cell phone, I can just click on flip over to my personal cell phone, and it'll automatically call it and transfer there. I'll go ahead and end the call here. All right. And then some other functionality you have on here, you can have your contacts within your system. You can access those on both your personal and company. If you want to find someone, you can just type it in. If you add them to your favorites, then they'll actually be added to your favorites tab. Reason why you would want to do that, maybe if you're a manager, you want to see if someone's on the phone, or maybe a receptionist answering a call and they're asking for someone, you can actually see who's on the phone or who's not on the phone if they're using the RingCentral system. So it's showing that Aaron's busy, Maggie's busy as well. That means they're on the phone. So you can actually have a good idea of where people are at, or if they are using the phones or not. Right from here, you can also access your call log. So from your call history here, and then also we do have our new release heads up display. That's going to be available for you guys as well. So that's some of the more of the call center features and functionality, like monitoring someone, whispering, barge, all that can be reviewed from here, and you actually could see their extensions as well. And then lastly on here on this specific part of the soft phone would be the messages. You can see your text messages, your faxes, voicemail. So all this is going to be viewable on here, but you're also going to get this in an email form if you wanted to, and even in text form if you wanted to as well. Down at the bottom, this is where you're going to be able to do compose your text messages. You can do faxing, and then you can also, this is where you can start your video conferencing or audio conferencing. Each plan, once again, does include all these features, so you can actually start an audio conference right from here. You can invite people, invite with a text, invite with an email. You can change the dial-in number. So if you have international participants, they can actually join from here at no additional charge. That's something if you are working internationally that you can take advantage of. And then making changes, you can always make changes here for your audio settings, your messaging. We do have integrations with Gmail and also Outlook, so you can actually set that up as well. And then also your general settings, you're going to be able to make changes on here as well. Perfect. And the last thing I guess I want to touch as well is you can always change your caller ID. So if you want to show up, you're calling maybe not from your personal number or your direct dial number, but you want it to be calling from your main company number, you can always change the caller ID right here. But overall, I mean, this tool is very powerful, and there's a lot of nice functionality that comes with it. And I love using this. I actually use this all the time. And I'm seeing more and more people taking advantage of this. And keep in mind, we're always updating, right? So we're always going to have improvements, enhancements, and make sure that we have the latest and greatest out there. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen. That's really what I wanted to cover for the time being. I'm going to hand this over off to Rachel, who can dive in a little bit more on our user interface.
Thank you, Matt. So what you are going to see right now is the user interface, which is the backbone of the system, and how you will be able to manage your own phone system. So one of the reasons why RingCentral is such an amazing product for growing and starting companies is that we really do provide you with all of the same features and functionality that the enterprise companies that use RingCentral are also using. So each of your account comes with a main company number, a dedicated company fax, and a direct dial for each user. We would very much think of, what's on a business card. So, companies have a main number, and if you are the CEO, there is a direct dial where your clients are able to reach you. And that is why we provide all of these to you at no additional charge, because we, as a business company, those are the foundational components of what businesses need to have a successful communication strategy. You get to choose, your company caller ID, so that when, if your name shows up on a caller ID display, it can be personalized up to you guys. And you can also have, in addition to your main company number, dedicated company fax, if you wanted to add additional numbers throughout anywhere in the United States or Canada, you can add them on if you wanted to look like you also had a regional presence in Seattle. Toll-free numbers are also available, and that can be your main company number, or you can add them on as an additional auto receptionist number as well. So within the auto receptionist is where you start to have, that ability to set the system up exactly as you need it. We believe that you know how to run your business better than we do, and that's why we give you access to the entire platform so that you can customize it to what you need, not what limitations and constraints our phone system puts on you. So, company hours, if you want to be able to specify hours so that they're different every single day of the week, that's completely at your disposal, or you can just decide, the company calls are going to be handled in the same way, 24 hours a day. With the company call handling, you can choose if you wanted to play a company greeting. Hi, thank you for calling my most amazing company. To speak with sales, press 1. For billing, press 2. Or you can have it connect directly to an extension so that it can ring the receptionist, or it can ring an individual, or you can set up these extensions so that they ring multiple people within the organization at the same time. And we'll dive into that call handling here in a moment. So, company greeting and menu, very foundational that, we have a default, or you can customize it directly for yourselves. So RingCentral, and again, comes with a main company number, a dedicated company fax, and a direct dial for each user. But you do have unlimited extensions. So if you want to set up a customer service extension, an accounting extension, you name it, and you're really only a 1-2 person shop, you can give that look of being a large company, and your inbound callers will never know that there are 2 phones in the office, and every single call, no matter which option they choose rings both of those phones simultaneously. So example, if you had selected that you want your auto receptionist to ring the receptionist service, you can set it up under here so that it can ring, one person at a time and go 1, 2, 3, 4, or how it's set up now, it rings Caesar for 75 seconds, then calls Joe and George's phones, and then Dawn for the next. But again, that is entirely customizable, and you can change it whenever you want. And then to show you what the user settings look like, so if you are, one of your employees or yourself and you want to manage your own account, you can choose if you wanted to play a user greeting. Hi, thank you for calling. You're about to be connected. Or you can just choose to have it ring through directly, and it's much more of that traditional call feel. Despite if you only have 5 users on the system, each of those extensions that we mentioned that are unlimited you do have unlimited voicemails that you can use, and how you can choose to be notified of those. We can bombard you with as many notifications as you want, or you can select if you only want voicemails to come in and be alerted to you by email, not by SMS, but you want faxes by SMS, etc. These can be customized for you, and you can, again, change them at any time. And as Matt was saying, one of the options where you can select your outbound caller ID is from the mobile app, which is, and the soft phone, which is most convenient. But if you wanted to just have it default to something, you can also come in and, set it up in here. And call handling and forwarding, sorry, skip that one. So you'll also have the option of, if you want things to ring your desktop apps and smartphones first, before it hits your desk phone, so that you have a moment to clear off what you're doing and then answer the phone. You're able to change the time that you want it ringing just on your desktop before it hits your physical phone, or you can just choose to turn it off. And even if you have, if you have your receptionist and you do want them to be picking up your calls when you're not available, and you want to make sure that it rolls over to them, you can add them to your ring group as well. So going back to the admin portal, there are also call queues to touch on briefly. So if you do have, 3 people who are an accountant in your accounting department, and you can say one of them decides to leave the company, it's very easy to come in and change the members, call queue members, save, and the individual users, if they are working on a project within the queue, they'll be able to come in, and they can do this on their mobile app and soft phone as well. I'm not going to accept queue calls. I'm working on another project. My focus is there. And we also have a reporting on the calls. So if you want to see, the overall activity of the phone activity that's been coming into the organization. Sorry, this is my test account, so there isn't much information in it. It's all, visually displayed for you to dive in, and well as it's also in the call log. So if you want to see the entire company, last 7 days, the records are in here for up to 60 days. Or if you're curious about the activity of one of your employees, you can go in and see just their individual activity. And then also this can be downloaded for you to have the data to manipulate as well. And that's at the very high level overview. So any, deeper questions than that, we are more than happy to answer for you.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Rachel. I appreciate you showing us all that. And like Rachel said, there's a lot on RingCentral that we could show you. Honestly, I feel like we can go on hours and hours of how awesome our product is, but wanted to give you just a brief overview, just to get an understanding of what the RingCentral solution is all about. Just keep in mind, some of the key points to remember about this call would be, it's really easy to make those changes. The ease of use is there. Adding users, it's something that we want you to be self-sufficient, because you shouldn't have to rely on someone else for your own phone system. It's something that's scalable, that you don't have to worry about any hardware to maintain or to purchase other than the desk phones. If you want to have desk phones, then you're going to be able to use those, and those are just going to plug in with your internet connection. And then obviously the mobility, we talked about the soft phone application, which is same as the RingCentral mobile application as well. And then obviously reliability is going to be extremely important for you guys. You're going to be able to manage those changes and make sure your phone system is never going to be getting a busy signal because it's on the cloud. And then also the capability of being able to have multiple locations. You're not going to be strung onto one location, or if you move offices, move desks, you don't have to worry about any hassle. You just pick up your phone to the new location, or you just if you're using your mobile app, you just use that, or the or your desktop with a laptop, you can just move that anywhere you want as well. Some other stuff to keep in mind: we do have 24/7 support. So you do, if you ever need any assistance, you do have 24/7 support to reach out and contact RingCentral for assistance. We are absolutely here to help you along the way to make sure the system's working the way you need it to, and that's going to be 24/7. And then the last thing I want to touch on again would be the all-inclusive pricing. Everything that we showed here is going to be included in our office solution. So everything from video conferencing, audio conferencing, screen sharing, and then all the basic phone system functionality, all that's going to be available for you, even at our most basic plan. So definitely keep that in mind if you are looking at other providers, other companies. You know, keep that in mind that a lot of times you're seeing a la carte pricing, maybe that's not even shown on there, or that's always going to be a lot of add-on costs. So as you continue to grow as an organization, that's absolutely something you want to keep in mind for costs down the road. Someone like us with the market leader, you know what you're getting up front, and it comes all in one package. Okay, so now what? What's the next steps look like? So you got a chance to review RingCentral. What I would recommend is following up with our RingCentral partner, who you've been working with, who talked to you about this solution. For any questions that you may have, next steps, or also you can always go onto our website to get some more information as well. We do have a lot of good information on there for you to review. So feel free to check out our website, ringcentral.com. Pretty easy, I know. Yeah, once you answer all the questions, concerns you may have, our RingCentral partner will be more than happy to send you over a proposal, an agreement. Then obviously we can get the ball rolling on the project. And with a solution like us, you don't have to worry about like a 5-month implementation process. We can get you up and running pretty quickly. The same day you purchase, your phone numbers would be active. The new phone numbers with RingCentral would be active, and then you can obviously port numbers over as well. But that was a good general overview of our solution, and we really do appreciate you guys taking the time to speak with us, and we hope this was valuable for you guys, and we'll absolutely look forward to your guys' business moving forward.